to say that she's very uncomfortable not to be able to be online. And then I'm going to do a presentation for the second EMDR Europe Conference Valencia about the Trauma Aid Europe Humanitarian Awards 2022. This is, I am not Tessa Kratos, and I am not the chair, so please, if I do some mistake, I wish you to help me to go on. Oh, this is me. The EMDR therapy, a humanitarian endeavor. The negative effect of trauma and others' adverse life experience have been shown to be interfere with individual, family, and social functioning. Humanitarian assistance organizations have conducted projects internationally to provide EMDR therapy after both natural and man-made disasters, and have helped develop sustainable mental health resources worldwide. Trauma Aid Europe is a network organization responsible for the promotion and development of EMDR therapy as an evidence-based, empirically supported psychotherapy in assisting communities affected by the consequences of psychological trauma. These are countries where there is such events happening all over the world. I'm not going to go through it because I think you can read it. And this is what Trauma Aid Europe is dealing with. This Trauma Aid Europe Humanitarian Award is proudly presented for outstanding contribution to humanitarian activity in global trauma capacity building. The Board of Trauma Aid Europe had unanimously voted this year's recipient before the sudden shocking news of her passing on April 25th, 2022. Due to the gravity of her illness that we were made aware of just a few days before her passing, we made every effort that she was told that she was a recipient of this year's Trauma Aid Europe Humanitarian Award. A truly inspirational member of our EMDR therapy international community. She was an accredited psychotherapist with BACP and BABCP, having practiced in Brighton and Hove for more than 25 years and having integrated EMDR into her clinical work since 1999. She was an inspiring EMDR Europe accredited trainer and consultant. Really she was. Having been described as an extraordinary and gentle teacher who inspires so many cultures and nationalities living in the most challenging circumstances to do their best. Really. She respects all and showed that in how she spoke to others with genuine respect and understanding of differences, having herself lived in China. She was a driving force, a woman with a mission, personally setting up UK, now Trauma Aid UK, an independent charitable organization following the atrocity of the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The war in Bosnia had left many of its citizens traumatized and in need of psychological healing. Professor Melvuning Hasanovic had contacted her asking for help. Give a man a fish and feed him with a day, teach him how to fish, and he can feed himself for the rest of his life. Was a philosophy to train people in the country where the trauma has taken place so they will have a resource they endure. Thank you. Being the founder and president of Trauma Aid UK since 2009, she led and promoted the work of Trauma Aid UK in a firm and egalitarian way. Under her presidency, the initially formed committee went on to support several cohorts of mental health workers in Bosnia to train in EMDR and support their growth, so that in 2016 she had their first National EMDR Association conference in Sarajevo, Bosnia. Meanwhile, across the Middle East, starting in 2015, with a training in Istanbul following by further training in response to the Syrian crisis, she also engaged Mona Zawood, the Palestinian EMDR trainer. By September 27, she had gathered a group for Arabic-speaking facilitators around her who were able to support her as a trainer, offering training in Gaziantep for people from Syria and other Middle East countries. This endeavor has continued until she presents with various trainers supporting training of more people affected by policy and violence conflict in their own countries. She also expanded EMDR training in North Africa, in Iraq, the latter being a divided society in recent time. Naturally, a colleague wonders how they could train under their condition, but always a diplomat, she built a network as a therapist from different communities. As a friend and a colleague offers a road. If only the politician would learn from her example. A reassuring reminder that when the action of the minority take humanity a few steps backwards, many good people step forwards. Many. After the spate of national terror attacks and the disaster in Manchester and London in 2017, a vision to set up a trauma response network in the UK, a national association that could immediately respond to a mass trauma, was achieved under a guidance. Once this organization became independent from Trauma Aid UK, she quietly stepped back without even being in the spotlight. The core mission of the organization she founded embodies an unwavering commitment to selfless, compassionate service. A friend and colleague wrote about her, recalling the end of Clarissa Piccoli's State's poem, "You were made for this, so I hope you will write this on your wall when the great ship is in the harbor and moored, it is safe. There can be no doubt, but there is not what great ships are built for." And the friends went on to write, "You are one of those great ships in the EMDR community." Today we write on your wall that you are indeed made for this. Really she was. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Trauma Aid Europe, this year, Humanitarian Awards goes to many of you have guessed by now on the large, by now to the right. Sian Morgan. EMDR Europe, Isabel Fernandez, to give this to John Harris, Secretary of Trauma Aid UK, while receiving this award for the Sian Morgan.
Okay, yes. On behalf of Trauma Aid Europe and EMDR Europe, I want to give this to Trauma Aid UK. I think Sian would be very, very proud of this award. And I think we're going to give this on behalf of our associations, but also on behalf of everybody that she has been benefiting from her work and for the trainings. I know there's a lot of participants, a lot of clients all around the world. You have seen the great amount of work she did. So I think that would make her live forever, right? And would make her eternal. So please receive this on our behalf.
Thank you very much. I know that Sian was able to be aware that she had received this award before she died. So on behalf of Sian and her family and the Trauma Aid UK, I'm very pleased to accept this award on her behalf. Thank you.
I'm continuing to following the test apparatus direction, and she said, let's keep a moment of silence honoring a life and immense contribution. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now the time is coming.